Welcome to Family History with Chris. I am Chris, and thank you for joining me today. Just wanted to give an update with how we're doing as far as contributions. Up to 52, I had a few that I was able to do during this week. And it's kind of nice when you actually know the person. So, uh, yeah, I found some information on my grandmother, and so I was able to get that information taken care of. Um, So yeah, not a whole lot going on. I did wanted to just share. Whoops, no, sorry. Get on with this. I was just looking through and I found a story on Thomas Hancock and family. This is back in the 1800s. Uh, Thomas was not old enough to join the army at the commencement of the war, and having two brothers in the service of the Revolution, one had died from its service, and the other ill. He went to join about the close of the war. General Washington, being posted in the matter, said, "No, you go back with your parents. This is the last battle. It's now death or victory. You've lost two brothers, and make it much you will not make much difference now." Thomas' height was 5'9", with black eyes and hair. Okay, that I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense. With black eyes and hair, and was noted for his courage and his great strength. Also, his activity and durability. He was a Bible reader and a follower of the same, choosing the patriotic society, cultivating the spirit of liberty, free trade, and sailors' rights. Thomas Hancock, sixth child and only remaining son, married Amy Ward. Amy was a daughter of General Jacob Ward of Lexington, Massachusetts. Thomas took his mother, Jemima, and the rest of the family and moved to the state of New York after his father's death. March 4th, 1804, they settled in Bloomfield, New York State, and his family was 1. Elijah Hancock, born in Springfield, Massachusetts, 1st of October 1786, died in Springfield, 25th of January 1788, and married. And a boys, maybe, or yeah, I'm not sure what that question mark there is for. Later died in winter quarters, 4th January 1848. Clarissa Hancock, born in Springfield, Massachusetts, 1790, married Samuel Alger and came to Utah and died the 22nd of July 1870. Solomon Hancock, born in Springfield, Massachusetts, 14th of August 1793, married Alta Adams in 1815, and she died in Clay County, Missouri, January of 1835. Phoebe Adams was married 28th of June 1836, died in Payson, Utah, 4th of February 1897. Alva Ann Hancock, born in Springfield, Massachusetts, 19th of April 1796, married Julietta Ames, and he died in Mount Pisgah of Harrison County, Iowa, 17th of July 1847. The rest of the family came to Utah. Joseph Hancock, born in Springfield, Massachusetts, 17th of March 1800, married Betsy Johnson, and died in Payson, Utah, at 93 years old. Levi Ward Hancock, born in Springfield, Massachusetts, 7th of April 1803, married Clarisha Reed, and died in Washington, Utah, 10th of June 1882. Sarah Hancock married. Okay, one note. I find no info. Okay, so someone else wrote this, and I appreciate this. Uh, but as I'm reading this, I'm hoping that it brings up, uh, you know, information that might be helpful to you. So if not, uh, please enjoy. Thomas Crandall in 1831, and have one son, Jacob Crandall, in Ohio. Amy Hancock, also born in Bristol, 8th of September 1807, and died the same place, 9th of September 1809. Jemima, the grandma, had also died in July or August of 1809, and she and Amy were buried beside each other in Walcott, New York. Thomas and Amy Ward Hancock remained in the town of Bristol, Ontario County, New York until about 1815 and moved toward Buffalo, New York, and on to Erie, Pennsylvania, to Chagrin, Ohio. Levi Ward Hancock relates that his uncle Levi Bristol and his wife, the daughter of my little mensch. Uh, oh, I'm sorry. The wife of the daughter of my little grandma moved with my father, Uncle Tom. They lived in Manchester, New York. It was here in Chagrin they made a keep up. It says a keep a pace, but I'm wondering if that's supposed to be space of Western civilization. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never heard that word before. They did not neglect sacred Bible study nor hymns, as they were all good singers and even poets. Sarah Hancock, eighth child, issued in memory of her mother Amy and the Ward family. My mother was a daughter of General Jacob Ward, spoken of in Lexington, Massachusetts, in the history of the Revolutionary War of 1776. She had 4 sisters and 3 brothers and gave their names of whom they married. Irenia Ward married Ebenezer Brown, uh, and he died and then remarried Tim Brown. Anna Ward a, married a man by the name of Piazzi, I don't know. Anna Ward married a Mr. Parsons. Amy Ward married Thomas Hancock. Abby Ward married Jedediah Butler. The boys' names are Jacob Ward, John Ward, Benjamin Ward. This little history may prove invaluable to some reader, and hopefully that could be you. Many an hour I've listened to the tales of war or of the wild woods, and since reading the history of the United States, I find that what Joseph Smith Jr. said is true, without fault or boast. Thomas was well acquainted with the prophet Joseph Smith as a boy. They spent at least 1 year of the county of Rutland, Vermont, and also when he got the Book of Mormon printed, Thomas got a copy and read it. He himself had come upon the mounds of the earth of the bones of humans. The Bible and Book of Mormon both treated on the same subjects of heavenly truths. That was sufficient proof for him, and he joined at once the Church of Jesus Christ and all his family. He came to Clay County, Missouri, and thence to Caldwell County. From there he trekked to Illinois, and with great patience endured the mobbings and persecutions, still waving the flag of the liberty and singing such songs as true patriots sing. He died in Hancock, Illinois, uh, near the southern line, which was the northern line of Adams County. These 2 counties taking names from those of his family and associates. Thomas Hancock, the father, died 1st of October 1844 in Hancock Settlement. The following lines were written by Erastus H. Rudd, grandson of great-grandson, on the death of Father Thomas Hancock. Gone to the world of spirits gone. He left this vale of tears, the cabin and the guarding spot, in which he's passed the remnants out of 80 troubled years. Gone, fare thee well, we love thee dear. No more we'll hear thy voice. Our Sabbath meeting to mourn, we look for father's gone. Look to meet with us no more. Gone, where the wicked never come. The weary are at rest. Pain, sickness, sorrow, all is o'er. He paid the debt and can no more. He reigns amongst the blessed. And then here's an early Missouri map. which is kind of cool because you got Independence here, St. Louis, DeWitt, Hans Mills down here, Ellington and Adamon Diamonds even there. You got Indian Territory over there, Columbia over here. Kind of cool. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Try to answer best I can. This was by the Hancock family. Here's a picture of Thomas Hancock. Plenty of notes here, which is kind of cool. Thomas Hancock Jr., 1763 to October 1st, 1844. Ooh, cool, the Ballad of Freedom. Should listen to that sometime. Okay, I lied. I just listened to this song and I want to share it with you because it's actually pretty cool. It's a song composed by Thomas and Amy Ward Hancock, put to verse by Levi Hancock, sung by Solomon Hancock's son and his sons Joseph and Charles, 4th of July, 1837 in Caldwell County, thanks to Stephen Newbold, who put this music and sang the ballad. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll end with this.
The Ballad of Freedom. Come, lovers of freedom, together, and hear what we now have to say. For surely we ought to remember the cause which produced this great day. Oh, may we remember while singing the pains and distresses once borne by those who have fought for our freedom, and oft times for friends called to mourn. The lives and the fortunes together, and honors most sacred and dear, where solemnly are pledged together by our honored forefathers there. Concluding was great and 'twas noble, and in their belief were so brave, they affixed their lives for their freedom, when called for their country to save. And there should a pardon be offered to all who would willingly yield, excepting John Hancock and Adams. The fate of those men had been sealed. But thank God for the brave Patrick Henry, and many men with him who dared to come out with heart-rending speeches against what the Lords had declared. The Tories were all crying treason against all who called for their rights. They never would listen to reason, but called in their forces to fight, to deal with their foes, oh no, never, to fight with their enemies, no, but for some pretended offenses, across the Atlantic must go. But God armed our fathers with power, and Washington came to our aid. In wisdom he conducted battle, and soon made the Tories afraid. He reared up the standard of freedom, he called for the brave volunteers, who all quickly gathered around him, against the proud enemy steered. Hark, here now the great battle rages, behold him undauntingly stand, for great causes of hereafter ages, he pleads with his sword in his hand. Behold the great Lord came a-bending, Lord North from his chair soon fell, and the Tories and tyrants lay fainting before this great man of renown. Then great love soon filled their bosoms, and joy beamed upon very face, where remained the true seed of freedom, all willingly gave God the praise. They told their sad tale to their children, and told them the same to hand down to their children's children forever, until the great trumpet shall sound. Exalt then the standard of freedom, and ever let freedom remain. Be firm and determined forever, your freedom and rights to maintain. Remember the God of your fathers, and also the blood it has cost. Yes, daughters, you too love your freedom, you too love your country most dear. You love well your own independence, your forefathers gained for you here. Go celebrate this birthday of freedom, be sure and don't let it be lost. Remember the toils of your fathers, and all of the blood it has cost. Yes, daughters, you too love your freedom, you too love your country most dear. You love well your own independence, your forefathers gained for you here. You love well your own independence, your forefathers gained for you here.